Hi kiddos, it's Mrs. Gershon here. This week we're going to continue our work with inflected endings, but this week we're going to be working with the inflected ending ed. We're going to follow the same rules this week. Normally if you have a vowel consonant, you're going to double. And then if you have an E at the end of your word, like a vowel consonant E, normally you do your E drop. And then we have those words that you don't have to do anything to. Normally you'll see this with like a vowel consonant. One of the tricky things this week is with our base words is with the E drop. It's interesting because your base word is going to end in E. You're going to drop the E, but then you're adding the ending ed. So it's going to look like that E stayed. You're just not doubling the E, and I'll show you an example of that. We also do have two oddballs this week, and we'll talk about that as well. We can put them under oddball, like one of our words last week, or we could put them under one of the categories. I'm going to allow you to choose that. So let's take a peek here at our words. We have hopped, acted, waited, closed, nodded, started, named, and chewed. Then we have hoped, planned, wanted, mixed, scored, stirred, passed, lived. Then we have joined, saved, grabbed, helped, shouted, stepped, dropped, seemed. Again, I don't really think I need to go over a lot of the meanings of these words because they're basic, but if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand if you're not sure what the word means. Now, two of our headers this week, hopped and hoped, can be a little bit confusing. You're looking at your base word hop, and you're noticing that vowel consonant, as we talked about, so you're going to notice that the P gets added because you're doubling it because it's vowel consonant, and then adding our inflected ending ed. In this word hoped, your base word is actually spelled H-O-P-E. Now this is what I was talking about earlier when it's a little confusing when you're adding ed onto the end of the word. If I were just to add ed onto the end of the word, this is what it would look like. It would have two e's at the end. That doesn't look right. I'm going to put an X over that. What's happening here is you have the word hope, you're dropping the E and then adding ed. So again, I'm going to remind you that it might be really beneficial for you to underline the base words and then see what happens to the ending as you go through. Are you doing nothing to the word to add ed? Are you doubling it? Are you e-dropping it? We do have two that kind of don't follow the rules. As usual, we always have those words that don't follow the rules. One of the words down in the first column is chewed. Now we saw something similar to this last week when we had the word snow. Chewed is a little bit different because it's a vowel consonant. And normally we know when we have a vowel consonant, you're supposed to double the consonant and add our inflected ending. In this case though, EW is acting as kind of like a vowel team. So you're not going to double the W in this case. You're going to just leave it. You can put this under nothing, or you can put this under oddball because it doesn't follow the rule of the vowel consonant. We also have the word mixed. Again, that is a vowel consonant. So again, you should be doubling that X, but as we saw last week, X is kind of like acting as a K and an S together. So you don't double the X on that word when you want to add the inflected ending of ed. You just leave it with nothing, M-I-X-E-D, your base word being mix here. With that being said, again, you can put that under the oddball section if you like, or I will allow you to put it under the nothing section because nothing is happening. It is an oddball though because it's not following the rule of vowel consonant, because vowel consonant we should be doubling that last consonant to add our inflected ending. One more thing I want to add this week. ed on the end of a word, what does it make the word do? It makes the word turn into a past tense, meaning something that already happened. These words are all verbs. They're all action words. So these are all actions that happened maybe yesterday or a month ago or a year ago or maybe 2 minutes ago. But adding an ed on the end of a word makes the word past tense. So this is something you can definitely look at in your own writing when you're in Writer's Workshop and you are reading through your notebook and checking and looking for spelling, or when you're writing your final copies and looking them over one more time. So our work is continuing with inflected endings this week, but we're adding ed onto the end of our words. Same rules. We do have a couple oddballs. It's time to grab your scissors. Happy sorting.